that or something.
Yeah. Hey, welcome to the original Donkeykast episode. I think it's 24. That's what I put. I
I didn't
might have
know.
to change it later. I'm pretty sure it's 24. Um, I'm here with Derek. Wait,
Hello.
I messed up our thing. It wasn't really that important. His name's Derek. I'm Justin. Hello. Um.
Hi.
Oh wait. What? Oh. Oops. I said 3:05 my time. Sorry, I'm trying to rain through battlegrounds. A squad for battlegrounds.
Live Battleground Squad. Planning in
Oh
action. You get to watch a video of this later on.
yeah. Yeah. I will record it.
The behind the scenes happening.
Yeah. I told him I'll be ready at 3:05. But then I had to correct it because that's not my time. Or that's not their time.
Right.
But Battlegrounds is great.
Yeah. It looks super fun. I wish I could play it.
Yeah, I wish you could too. God, you
But
gotta get a PC.
it's even fun to watch. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, it is. I mean, that's what made me buy it.
Yeah.
Just watching other people be like, fuck, this looks like a blast.
Yeah.
And
Even though it's like similar every time, it's kind of like you make your own story every time you do it. It's its own unique adventure, even though it's on the same thing.
oh, absolutely.
Very cool.
No doubt. That's exactly what it is. It even
Yeah.
like as much as watching it is fun, playing it is even like so much better, especially when you're with
Yeah,
people. Um but yeah, even by yourself though. It's just like it's so stressful
yeah.
in like a really good way. I like even when I like die suddenly like in any other game I feel like I would feel like, well, that is no fun. Even in this I'm like,
Yeah.
well, fuck, shouldn't have been running through that field.
Yep.
Like I feel
Yeah.
like part of it,
Fields earned.
yeah, totally. I feel like part of it is that it moves pretty quickly. like
Sure.
like not like Call of Duty quickly or something where you're right back in, but just like it feels both like extremely like epic and bite-sized in a weird way.
Yeah. Like
Um
they're
yeah.
they're each individual things that feel like that, kind of. Is that kind of what you mean? Like they're bite-sized versions of that
I mean,
like feeling?
it feels like there's so many possibilities when you get in that world, and it feels like everything has pretty major stakes because it you die, that's it. You
Yeah.
don't win this game.
Yeah.
But also, like, the instant you die, you could just go out to the lobby, jump into another game immediately.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's kind of crazy how the longer you're alive, the more stressful it definitely is. Like, it's not like yeah, I don't know, it's hard to explain.
Well, yeah, it feels like it would ratchet up. Like it would become more tense the closer you get.
Yeah.
Like the more potential you have of actually winning, the stakes go
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, it's not that hard to explain. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, absolutely. And also the circle thing really helps.
Yeah. Like
That
I
that's
watching some videos, we're seeing like how important that is, or people like even in the one I watched of you guys playing, where
mm,
Citric, that's what it becomes, a race to get back there.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it seems like the last update has randomized the circle more, so you kind of have no fucking clue where it's gonna be.
Cool.
Um, and yeah, I guess without that, the game could get pretty like it would be kind of boring. because you'd be like just looking like without that, the game would be nothing basically.
Yeah,
The game would
right. Just be a huge open field.
yeah, where you're spending like 3 hours trying to find the last living person hiding in a toilet or something.
Yeah,
Like, I'm sure the circle thing isn't new, but it's just
right.
like so important. Like
Yeah.
so absolutely necessary. And yeah, it's crazy getting to the end of that when it gets the smallest and it's just basically like two rocks. you
Really?
know? Well, it
Huh.
could get down to like it's just like a tree. Like it'll eventually go to nothing. Like
I
it
guess.
it will become nothing, then whoever survives the longest outside of it wins. But
Hmm.
that rarely happens that it gets to nothing, I think.
Gotcha.
Because, the space gets so small. It's crazy when it gets that small too, because people are just fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
uh
I saw there was a video of people they agreed to fist fight at the end.
that's pretty cool.
It's
I
quite
like
good.
that.
It's fun. Little organic stuff like that happen.
That's pretty great. It's like the end of Metal Gear 4. um uh what was I gonna say about player? No. Oh, Matt Core told me about this thing you could do where if you stay on the plane until the end, you don't touch anything, and you just land with your parachute, right? Like you
Yeah.
don't direct anything, then you just kill everyone that's AFK.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the plane forces you out at some point. So everybody that's
Yeah.
AFK will end
Ah.
up at this point, and then you could just kill everyone. Get a get a nice chunk of change, which
That's funny.
I feel like it probably worked a lot better before because like I did it maybe 4 times, and 2 of the times there were other people that were there to do the same thing, and we just ended up fighting.
Yeah.
But in one case, I killed him, and then got to kill everyone else too. Oh, my favorite one was there's this so we get to the end thing, right?
Yeah.
And there's another dude that's alive that's not AFK. And he just immediately starts running towards this house, right?
Yeah.
That's there and I just start killing everyone, like punching them to death
Yeah.
because that's what I'm there to do. And then
Yeah.
and then I fucking see the guy after I do kill everybody, like 5 people. I see the guy bolting out of the house with a gun, and he's coming towards me. So he thought I was AFK, and the dude was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go grab a gun and then come kill everybody."
Yeah.
And then he got back, and I killed everyone. Then he blew me away, but
Yeah, I was gonna say.
it's still pretty funny. It was still pretty
Yeah, you
funny.
did the one thing he was going to do.
Yeah, he was probably so pissed because I didn't move at all, and he moved, so I didn't move because I wanted to see what he
Sure.
would do. And if he
Yeah.
was gonna start like punching people, I wanted to surprise him by punching him.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, then he just ran to the bar and came back with a gun. It was pretty great. It's a great game. Yeah, it's not like you like get anything that special from getting kills. I mean, they reload the stats like every week. It seems like anyway, but you do get gold that you can spend on accessory boxes things. So
Okay.
one interesting thing about they have like basically loot boxes, right?
Mhm.
And right now, like the first one's like 700, and then the second one's 1400, and then I think they keep doubling, right?
Okay.
But right now, since they keep resetting everything every week, it's like once a week it'll be like 700, and
Hmm.
it keeps getting reset. But you keep the items, so that's kind of nice.
Huh.
It's like a weird glitch of a of thanks to early adopters.
Yeah.
Because it is an early access still. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a great thing for games to be in early access.
Yeah. And it's
I
just
like that.
people want to play it, so it explodes, becomes huge. That's
Yeah,
it.
and you don't have to commit to like a finished product or like a console release. You know, you could
Yeah.
tweak it publicly.
It can sometimes be a limbo. There have definitely been games I've
Yeah,
gotten early access that are like years ago and are still not finished.
yeah, absolutely. And yeah, maybe they should be taken off or something. But I don't know. It's like drawing that line is kind of weird.
Well, if you know going in that that's the way it's going to be, that's like not
If it's
necessarily
going to be
what I
early access.
expected, but I was like, it can end up this way. And at the very least, I got to have fun with this playable version of a game for 15
Yeah,
bucks. Oh well.
totally. I
I don't
feel like
know.
most people that put out early access aren't screwing people over.
No, it's just
Um,
like it takes longer than people think, but that's everything.
yeah, for sure. I mean, some of them are doing it very right lately. Like I heard Dead Cells is pretty great. That's an early access game.
It's cool.
And what else? I don't know. There's some cool stuff.
Hmm.
I don't know. Early access is all right. I like I like that idea, and it's usually cheaper then too.
Yeah,
And that's definitely a plus. That's something I can get behind, like a pre-order that comes with the game so far, basically, and you get
yeah,
discount. That sounds cool to me.
yeah,
With when it comes to like single player experiences, though, I'd kind of just rather wait until it's done.
yeah. And experience it once, one time through the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, yeah. Like I don't. Yeah, I don't want to. I guess they don't really even do that often though. With except Dead Cells, that's a single player experience, and I don't know if it ends necessarily, but it's like a
Oh,
roguelike.
okay.
But I don't know that it doesn't end either. It's just kind of weird that it's an early access, but everyone seems to love it. So, like he said, it's 80% complete. Like, what does that mean?
Right, yeah. That could mean a lot of things.
Yeah, does that mean you get to level like 8 and it just like there's just like a cliff and a developer's note? Like, what's that mean? But yeah, but when it comes to like multiplayer games, fuck it. Put
Yeah, why not?
yeah, Overwatch did that too. Or they had like weekends you could play it for free, and everybody loved it, and then they sold a billion copies.
Yeah.
That's some news today. I just saw like right before we started, a new character was added to the public test server.
Oh, cool.
Big
What?
news.
Yeah. How many
Oh yeah.
characters are there? Because they've added
Oh
quite a
god.
few, right?
They haven't added that many. They added Anna, uh, Anna, the cyber girl. What's the cyber girl's name? Sombra and somebody else. I don't remember. Oh, a tank. They added a tank. So this is the fourth one, and his name is Doomfist. I
Ooh.
kind of like that name. It's stupid, but I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah. I
It's
love
just,
it because it's kind of stupid.
yeah, it's just a dude with a big ass fist thing that he hits people with. Go figure. And he shoots with his
Uh,
other hand. It looks like I haven't seen much of it because we had to start this, but
yeah.
oh, probably fun enough, I would imagine.
Yeah, that's cool. Anytime there's like new stuff added, I feel like mixes things up. As long as they,
Yeah.
weight it correctly.
Balance, yeah.
It doesn't, yeah.
I mean, they do, and also every time a new character comes out, everyone flips out for like a month and says the game's ruined forever, and then they fix it and they shut up.
Yeah.
I love that when people are like, "This game's this game sucks now." Really? Because the new character is going to be a balance for a week.
Yeah, it's
So,
ruined
yeah,
forever. No
yeah.
recovery.
Always complaining that characters are nerfed. God, that never goes away.
Yeah.
Overwatch is fun though. Um,
It's another one I've only
yeah.
watched Overwatch.
You gotta get computers so we can stream some stuff, plan together. That'd be fun.
Yep. Yeah.
But
I'm working on it.
huh?
I have a friend who might be able to get me kind of a discount one, so hopefully
Oh, nice.
he's got a friend who like refurbishes them. So
Oh, that's a good deal.
friends of friends. So
Friends of
hopefully that
friends.
can work out.
Yeah, I hope so. That'd be great. And we can play Player Known and Overwatch, and probably a third thing.
I would have to imagine.
um, yeah. What else is
Otherwise, I've
going
been
on?
playing Dragon's Crown
Dragon's
on
Crown, you say?
PS3. So, in case anyone's looking for a PS3 game,
You have a PS3?
Eric does, my roommate.
Oh,
So
right.
he bought a couple games to play, like kind of couch co-op,
Uh huh.
and that's the one that's probably the best. It's like, beat 'em up, but it's also kind of like a little bit of an RPG where you get new weapons. Like there's treasure in different levels, so you get upgraded weapons, you level up, you decide which skills you want to get. So
Hmm.
it's like kind of an evolved version of a beat 'em up in a fun way.
And
And
it's
you
called
pick a
Dragon's
class.
Crown?
Yeah,
Okay. You pick a
it's
class.
fun. Yeah, like there's fighter, Amazon, wizard, elf, dwarf, and sorceress. I am a I am an Amazon
Hmm.
because she's like the strongest one.
Yeah.
And by the way, the game's real sexist.
Oh,
And
yeah?
like uh I'm sure I don't know if it even could qualify to enter to try the Bechdel test, but it would fail it by like demerits alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's just a lot of stuff in it that's like half naked women constantly. All the characters are like the Amazon woman is just her ass is the biggest part of her thigh. Like just it's so weird. But the gameplay's fun,
Yeah.
so
Is
kind
it
of
like a
overlook the weirdness of it.
it's like a B game?
Um, yeah, a B game that is so like it's this close from an A game. There's like a couple things gameplay wise I would change, and then
Mhm.
I would like anytime I saw art that was like very obviously objectifying women, I would say no,
Yeah.
put a different thing in there.
Yeah.
And
I
then
think
that game is great. Like it's super fun. It's repetitive, but not in the sense like you replay levels, but you have different quests on what to do in that level the time you play through it.
yeah.
So it'd be cool to have more levels too, but just I really appreciated the way they kind of like made it more replayable, that you have reasons to go do it. Like go kill 10 owl bears.
Fucking
Like,
owl
okay,
bears.
they're in these three levels, let's go.
Are there really owl bears?
Yep. That's the thing. There's a lot of cool stuff in the game that's pretty fun. Like, and they look neat. They're owl bears. They come, they're huge, they attack, they look like owls.
Yeah. I feel like
It'd
this is
be
a real
confusing.
thing. I think owl bears are real.
Is that real?
I think so because I swear to God, I don't remember what it was. I'm gonna look up and see if I can find a picture of them. But I swear to God, somebody just mentioned owl bears on something, and then everyone's like, "That's not real," and then they looked it up. I think what was it? Okay, I don't think this is. Oh wait, Oh no, this isn't real. Is this real? Colbert did a segment on them.
Oh, really? How
Yeah,
recently?
it's old.
Yeah, I would bet
It's like the thread
during his
down, and it says owl
Colbert
bears.
Report. Maybe that's where they got it from, because it's from
Oh, it's a fictional creature originally created for the
20.
Dungeons and Dragons. Okay.
Oh, okay. So that must be why they're, because this is very much like, wizards. You do fight a dragon at one point in one of the levels.
Mhm.
Because that's the other thing is every level has an A and a B path halfway through. So the B path is a harder boss, which is pretty fun too. So then you go to
Okay.
the bottom, and one of them is a dragon. Like you finally get to the point where it's like, oh, fucking cool, a dragon in this game.
Wait,
Or just like a beat 'em up.
what kind of
What?
bear is a dragon again?
What
What
kind of
kind of
what? Bear?
what kind of bear is a dragon again?
uh, a dragabear. A drag.
Okay. A drag bear. Wait, that
Earth's,
sounds
Earth's,
different.
a,
A drag bear.
Earth's dragon.
That's like a bear dressed as a person, I guess. I don't know. Um yeah, so you fight the dragon bear, the dragon. So it's like really like generic, the story, it sounds like. Right?
I mean, not necessarily, because there is more story to it than I'm letting on. Like, I don't know. I wasn't too into it myself, but there is stuff that's happening. There are reasons to go do this stuff. Like, there's a wizard.
Yeah.
Like, you find some bones and then you resurrect them at the temple and then find out it's the wizard who was killed by somebody else. And then you kind of got to go track down that guy.
Oh shit.
Like, there's a story and there's worlds, and the art's cool
Hmm.
in each world. And, I don't know. Like you go to the castle and there's like the Duke is like trying to take over or something and kill the king. But it feels like the stakes are always so weird because death is meaningless in this world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like constantly so one of the things you pick up, so you can get like companions to go with you when you play, and you get those by picking up skeletons in the level and then resurrecting them at the chapel, and then there are different levels and different types, and that's
Mhm.
who you get.
Yeah.
So people are dying constantly all the time. So whatever story there is just like, I don't know. What is it? What does any of this matter?
Like even within the context of like the story, you could bring people back to life,
um,
or is it just gameplay?
well, people are brought back to life. That's kind of how they
Oh,
teach you
within
it's
the
possible, that you
okay,
have to go get the bones of this wizard and resurrect
right,
him.
right, okay, and then it's easy,
Yeah, you just pay money.
huh?
And then
Yes.
like people, the bones all talk, and then sometimes they're like worst death ever or something. They all say stuff. They all have like a thought bubble above them.
Uh huh.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
Worst death ever. Does it really say that?
I'm pretty sure. I don't think I'm making that up.
Yeah, probably not. And neither did they. Because it was definitely a Simpsons reference.
Yep. It is a fun game. I feel like it's got a lot of those things. Like it's pretty self-aware of its, you
Badness.
know. Well, yeah, the gameplay is fun, but it's like it's not Doom level self-aware, but I feel like it's at least
Yeah.
making an attempt at it.
Yeah.
Um, but there are like certain things like the co-op. When you play, you have to like take turns in a menu. So you go into the magic shop, and then that person gets control over the menu and does stuff, and then I have to go into the magic shop
Okay.
and do all this stuff,
Huh.
where it's like you're doing that nearly after every level, because you got to repair stuff, and you got to go through your weapons, you got to appraise the stuff, you got to upgrade, you got to go back to the Adventurers Guild, and everybody, like, first Eric has to do it, and then I have to do it all, and it's just a lot of like, most of the time, like I would say over half the time is not even playing the game. You're just like doing stuff on the side of playing the game.
Yeah.
and then I do stuff on the side. It's just like they didn't figure out. And then there are certain things like
It sounds
you
like the
get
co-op was
runes.
tacked on.
Exactly. And they seemingly didn't test it. They were just like, yeah, it works. Because there's like runes you get to
Mhm.
like do certain things in the level. So there are markings on the back of the level that you go and you, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Other than to say, only the first player gets to do that because you buy some more runes throughout it, but they only show up for the first player. The second player doesn't get any of them.
Huh.
So
All
there's
right.
certain things that are just like, man, if they would have made a sequel with a few modifications, this game would have been super great.
Dragon's Crown 2.
Yeah, let's see it.
Let's see it. Video
It's
game.
time. Everything's getting rebooted.
Yeah. That's not even a reboot. That's a sequel.
Atlas
We
USA,
don't
get on it.
listen.
They might not even be around.
Don't do a reboot of Dragon's Crown. There's no reason to throw away that first story. Just make a sequel.
Yeah, that's true.
uh,
Honestly, if they would keep the same levels and just make like 9 more, because there are 9 levels, if they would just like make 9 more levels, put those first 9 in the sequel,
mhm.
because nobody knew or cared, I bet. Or nobody would notice or care, is what I mean.
Yeah, probably
And
not.
they're fun, they look cool.
No, the Dragon's Crown diehards. They're gonna be mad. That sounds like the menu system to the console version of Diablo, like times a million.
Oh, really?
Do you remember? Did you ever play that when you went into your menu? When any person went to their menu, like it took up the whole screen. Like
Yeah.
that was it. So you had to wait for every person to do it. And it's like this is not the
Hmm.
best way to do this.
Totally.
Yeah.
And it
And
ruins
that was
it. You're in a
Diablo.
flow.
That was
Yeah, that's
Diablo. They have a
weird.
lot of money.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
there's
for
got to be
sure.
systems. Like if we each
I
have a
bet,
sliver of the screen to play, I bet you could make a menu out of that sliver.
yeah, and I bet that later they fixed that. They had to. I haven't played it in a long time, but I bet they have.
Yeah.
God, I just put down $25 on Diablo the other day
Hmm.
because they had a what do you call it, expansion, kind of. Well, they've had an expansion, Reaper of Souls, like for a few years now, but then they added the Necromancer class. I love
Oh.
Necromancer. I like that. So that was the Necromancer class was $15. And I don't
Hmm.
know what it is exactly. It might just be the Necromancer, adding the Necromancer, which is crazy considering Reaper of Souls was half off and I got it for 10. And that's an
Yeah.
expansion. But
Huh.
I don't know. I wanted to get back into it. I just kept seeing people saying that Necromancer thing was out. I kept thinking, well, that's the class I used to play with too, and
Yeah.
I haven't played in a long time, and I have it, so I might as well buy it. And then I was like, well, I might as well buy Reaper of Souls because it's half off.
Yeah.
So $25
They
on
get you.
Diablo 3. A story by Justin Colucci. But yeah, I basically played that for an hour and stopped. But I probably will pick it up
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, cool.
I play with a
I've only
group.
watched people play it, but that game looks super fun. Like it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty good looking. It's so like you can't sit there and just play Diablo 3, or I think you'll get so fucking bored.
Really. You have to have
Yeah,
something happening.
yeah, like watching something on TV or something because it
Yeah,
really doesn't require a lot from you.
totally. Those are
Like,
sometimes the best games where you're like, I have a podcast I need to listen to, and
yes,
I can't just sit and listen to that.
yeah, because that's weird.
That's weirder than playing
Yeah,
games silently.
yeah, uh huh. Absolutely, it's the perfect game for listening to a podcast.
Yeah, cool.
It absolutely is, and
We
it's
should
yeah,
do an episode where we like list a bunch of games that are good for
listening to
side stuff.
something.
Yep.
Yeah. Supplemental games.
This one, Animal Crossing.
This game goes with a pairing of Seinfeld.
It's a game about nothing.
It's a game about nothing. What, Minecraft?
Yeah, there you go.
Minecraft.
Yeah, that's a pretty mindless game.
Yeah. Shame about Kramer, though.
He became a creeper.
Yeah. Yes, he did. Yeah.
Have you ever seen that video of him on Mad About You, Kramer?
Where he, with the apartment?
Yeah.
Yes, I have recently.
That's so funny. I only saw it recently. I didn't even know it existed until, like, I don't know, what did it, a couple months ago?
What?
That video probably went around.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know how I came across it, but I definitely did. And it wasn't that long ago. Then I looked it up, and through something, I found out that also in Friends, what's her name? Helen Hunt? She's Mad About You, right?
Yeah.
Her character is in Friends. Like,
yeah.
She comes to the coffee shop, and Phoebe plays somebody in Mad About You. Phoebe is Ursula in Mad About You.
Oh yeah.
Like, her name is Ursula, and then in Friends, Phoebe has a twin named Ursula, who's that character in Mad About You.
Wow.
And then they come to the coffee shop once, and then they see Phoebe, and they think it's Ursula, and that's the joke. But I didn't even know they were supposed to be from Mad About You, honestly, when they came in.
Yeah.
I thought they were just, there's Helen Hunt and some other woman I don't know the name of.
Yeah. Weirdly, I feel like if they did that now, like, people would love that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like, if they would make all four of those shows are living in the same world, and sometimes they cross over. I feel like people would lose their shit now. Like, that's the stuff people love about things.
Or just like a nod. It doesn't even have to be like crossing over all the time, but yeah.
Oh yeah, it'd be like every once in a while. Season finale, sweeps week, they have like big crossover episodes, like
yeah,
whatever it used to be.
Yeah,
Avengers style.
for sure. Like comic books, like in sitcoms. That's so stupid. I like it.
Yeah,
it's so dumb. Like Big Bang hanging out with what's another sitcom? Whatever. The joke was that I called him Big Bang.
Bones.
That took too long. Yeah, Monk. Did you know that in Tom Sharpley was talking about this on his show? In Monk, there's an episode where Jennifer Lawrence is in it when she's like 18. Just like before she's famous. And she plays a mascot who is like covered from head to toe. You can't see her. And then there's like one scene where she takes the head off. It's 18-year-old Jennifer Lawrence, and she puts it back on immediately. Like, I think she says like scores tied, and then puts the head back on. That's so funny in retrospect, like because she wasn't at all famous then, but now like the most famous person on that show, all of a sudden like the mascot takes their head off, and it's Jennifer Lawrence. Oh, it's so funny. Oh, that's good. Good actress. Or actor. Mm-hmm. We say actor now, right? Aren't we abolishing actress? Is that a thing? I think you can call women actors, can't you?
Yep. It's allowed now.
That's what I'm doing.
They passed the law.
Finally. One other thing. Have you seen the television show Fargo?
No. Well, I saw, I think, an episode, but didn't keep going. I didn't have the means to watch it.
I think it's on Hulu. It's great.
Oh, is it?
One of the best. One of the best shows I've ever seen. Season 3 just wrapped up. It's fantastic. You can borrow my Hulu password if you want.
Oh, I got one. I just didn't know it was
Oh,
there.
oh yeah, the first two are at least.
Cool.
Yeah, it's great. It's every season is like a different story with different characters, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Except like the first, the second, the second season is about the dad from the first season, but in the 70s,
Hmm.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
It's weird. And in the first season, he tells someone the story of the second season,
Huh.
like in the first season, like in a very vague way. But he
Sure.
talks about this fucked up shit that happened, and then the next season is about that, which is kind of cool.
Hmm.
And also,
Yeah, that's
I didn't realize like till halfway through that it was the dad. Like they never hit it because he had the same name, but I didn't realize till halfway through. I'm like, oh, it's the fucking dad. And that was just completely unconnected. But yeah,
yeah.
but it's super good. It's a really, really good show. Um, yeah, first season has Colin Hanks and Billy Bob Thornton's the villain. He's amazing. Uh, Martin, what's that Martin guy that's a Hobbit? Martin Freeman.
And-
Yeah, he's
Yep.
the main character. And the second season is Kirsten Dunst and that one guy. That guy that's in Breaking Bad that is like a serial killer. He shoots the kid. Jesse Plinkman or something.
Well, Jesse Pinkman's
No, but
the
yeah, no, but his name
good
is like,
guy.
yeah, but I always get that confused. But his name's like Plinkton or something. His real name.
Okay.
He's in a lot of stuff like Friday Night Lights and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, he's in it. And Ewan McGregor is the main character in the third season.
Oh, wow.
He's actually two main characters in the third season because he plays twin brothers,
Huh.
which is kind of funny. It's
Yeah.
kind of funny that there two of the three protagonists in that show are British guys doing a Minnesota accent.
Yeah. The Minnesota accent that, like, we are both from Minnesota, born and raised. Are we
Yeah.
doing that accent right now? I don't know. Maybe.
No, it's like the accents are insane. Even like
Yeah.
they definitely keep the tradition of the movie and the show.
Right.
Like the third season takes place mostly in Eden Prairie and St. Cloud, and everyone has that fucking accent.
Yeah. It's a little bit thicker up there, but
A little,
not
yeah.
much.
But it's
There's maybe
also
some
like,
don't you know.
yeah. And it's also like anywhere you go, there's never an instant where everyone has an accent really in this
No,
country. Like in the
no.
country. When people speak English, like I'm sure you go to like Jamaica, everyone's gonna sound Jamaican. Like I'm not saying that. But like I've never like I live in the South now. Like it's like every like fifth person has kind of a Southern accent.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not some like exaggerated bumpkin thing.
Right. Not that that also doesn't exist because real people talk in,
Yeah. Yeah.
so many
Yeah.
different ways.
There's like
Not everybody all like once.
and it's also like those accents are so thick. Like
Yeah.
everyone's is so thick. It's like I don't think I've met a single person with an accent that thick.
Right.
Like a little
Yeah,
bit,
I've gone
sure.
pretty far north and never.
Yeah. It's like I know what they're getting at. Like you can hear some of that accent in people, but every single person is such a cartoon character.
Yeah.
Ugh. Even, Ian McGregor's a good actor, but his Minnesota accent is bizarre. The way he says some things. I feel like I don't know. That's probably a choice, but I don't know. Like when you think of like things that take place in the South, do people always have those accents like so thick? I don't know. I don't feel like that's true, but maybe I'm wrong just because I'm not
Mhm.
looking for it necessarily.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. The show's still great though. It's one of the best shows I've ever seen, even with that. Um, yeah, it's so good.
Bob Odenkirk, is he in the
First season.
second?
First season.
Okay,
He's the chief of
gotcha.
police.
Gotcha.
He's great. He's great at it because of course he is.
Yep.
Yeah. Billy Bob Thornton, maybe the best role I've ever seen him in.
Oh,
He-
awesome.
he's very good in it.
Hmm.
Uh, it's very good show. Very good. He's just such a good villain.
Yeah,
Which go figure.
he's a
Like
great
I
bad Santa. He is great at being a villain Santa.
yeah, he was like that movie got way too much love, but that is a I like that
Right.
movie. It's so
Yeah.
disgusting. It's so over the top.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I gotta. Yeah, Fargo. Watch it. It's great. Oh, I watched Nobody Speaks. Did you watch that?
No.
The trial of the free press or whatever about Gawker.
Oh yeah, I wanted to watch that. How is that?
It's interesting, but like it gets really up its own ass.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, go figure. But like, there's literally a part at the end where a guy is like talking about the importance of journalism as the music swells, and it's like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I don't disagree, but come on, this is a
Yeah.
documentary. I don't know. Things like that bothered me, and I don't know. I guess I already knew everything about this, and I don't feel
Yeah.
like there's a ton of new information or
Yeah.
insight. I don't know.
Right. It would like whatever secret there was about Peter Thiel or whatever it was, like that's already known. So
Yeah, yeah. I mean, when it comes to that story, like I do think it was like pretty shitty for Gawker to out him in
yeah.
that article.
Oh
Like
yeah. And to post the video. That's why it's
the Hogan video.
yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely questionable. But at the same time, it's like that would have been on the internet anyway.
Yeah, but
Like,
that's not the point. Because real like journalistic thing, like they got sued for a reason. It has to be in the underbelly if it's gonna be there. Like they
yeah,
were bragging about it. They were like, "No, we're not gonna take it down."
yeah.
Like,
I feel like
yeah,
I think that has more. Honestly, I feel like that has more to do with taste because it's not like they stole the video. Somebody gave it to them. Like,
right.
if they had stolen it, then no. But I think that was a shitty and stupid move, especially considering what else was on those tapes.
I don't know about what else was on those tapes.
Like him saying the N word and stuff
Oh yeah,
that came
right,
out
right.
later.
Yeah,
Like that's the one thing where it's kind of like, it's kind of like what? Why did you not release that part? That seems like the part you should have released if you're a journalist, right? I don't
yeah.
know. Um,
Or at least mention it.
yeah,
This happened. We have video.
Yeah, like why are you dressing it up or whatever? That seems like a weird thing to do. Like to
And
just
why? I don't know. I just don't understand why it was okay because it's Hulk Hogan.
what?
Like posting the video.
Oh, because he's famous.
Like
Yeah.
but who but what I'm saying is I mean maybe it's that society hadn't reached that point, but I feel like we've gotten to a point now where it's like you don't that's not how you treat people. Like I feel like we've kind of crossed that threshold where when that shit comes out, it's like, well, like when Jennifer Lawrence's whatever nude
That
photos went out or
yeah,
whatever the
but
fuck
those were
was
like
happening.
they didn't post those at Gawker, did they?
I doubt it, but that's kind of what I mean is they eventually got to a point of empowerment where it's like we won't accept this attack on these whatever. But with Hulk Hogan, they're like, fuck this guy. Everybody watch this.
Yeah.
Even,
Yeah,
whatever. I just think it's so weird. Like
I agree.
why him? Why him? Are we like everybody point and laugh at Hulk Hogan? I mean, he's
Yeah.
racist, so
Yeah.
I get being mad at him for that.
Maybe that had more to do with it than we're thinking. That they were like, why should we care about this guy that keeps saying the N-word? Or whatever. But
Yeah,
yeah.
but what a great way to take the lowest road possible and really carve out even more low ground.
Yeah. And it makes it made an easy case because most people felt like that was going too far, and I agree that it's too far, but I also think it's their right to decide what too far is for their. I don't think like you know what I mean, like what's too far in the future, like you know what I mean. I don't know. You
Well,
I don't think that it should be illegal for them to do that, and I don't think it should.
but he didn't like
I
consent or get paid, did he?
what Hulk Hogan?
Yeah.
Listen, I think that Hulk Hogan could have easily gone after the people that recorded that without his permission. Like, absolutely. Like, that's
Yeah.
what should have been done. But, like, going after a news site that reported it, like, do I think they should have reported it? Like, personally, no. I think that's a pretty fucking gross thing to do. But I also don't think it should be illegal because I don't think that something that I find gross should just necessarily be illegal. I don't
It's not
know.
necessary to me. It's
Because
not that it's illegal because it's gross. It's illegal because of the invasion of
that's what I
privacy.
mean by gross. I don't mean like literally it was gross watching him have sex. I mean like the invasion. Yeah, that stuff is gross. It is an invasion of privacy. But Gawker didn't do that. Gawker just got a tape, and it's kind of like if Gawker got that tape, um, and they said we're not going to post this, somebody else would have posted it. That tape wouldn't have disappeared. It wouldn't have been like Gawker doesn't want it. Never mind.
Right. But
uh,
didn't they like pay money for it or something? What did the
that's
lawsuit
possible.
find?
That's what do you mean?
What did the documentary? I didn't watch the documentary, so I don't know.
Well, he like Hulk Hogan won and Gawker's
Yeah,
gone.
but
I
I was
mean,
wondering
obviously.
why. Like, did they find out that it's because they paid for it or something? Was there some legal reason why they were guilty?
Honestly, they didn't go into it that much, but they did lose. So,
Yeah.
but the judge they had was a shitty judge. That's one thing I didn't know. Did you know the judge's history of like she's the judge that decided to keep Terry Schiavo alive, and
Oh no, I didn't know that.
yeah, then Jeb Bush promoted her after that.
Yeah,
So she's
gotcha.
like, yeah. So that's not great.
I knew it was all kind of shady and fucked up because Peter
Thiel.
Thiel wanted to get back at Gawker. Like I knew that, and I find it funny that just the irony of all this happening at once. Trump winning the presidency because he's
Mhm.
like he's a wrestler. He didn't
Yeah.
like wrestle all the time, but he was always involved in wrestling, and he owned Raw for a while, according to the
Trump did?
storyline. Oh yeah, he came to the ring one time and money rained down, actual money.
God.
Like he came with two women by his side, real money rained down from the sky. So people were picking up actual real money because they just
You
spent
know,
money. I
you
doubt it. It
know,
definitely wasn't his money.
no, for sure. If Trump wasn't, if Trump was anybody else, that would be awesome.
Oh, I know.
Like,
That's
what
part
if
of it. Like,
Elon Musk did that?
yeah,
Hilarious. Or Richard Branson.
yeah. Anybody who's at least a little more self-aware about it.
Yeah, like that would be a great joke. But no, it's Donald Trump, and it's like, wow, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, and he was always bad at it too. Like,
Yeah, like of course he was.
there was one scene you should. It's worth watching to anybody who's interested. But it's where he's with the boogeyman, and he's in a room, and the room is red, and the boogeyman's in there, and the boogeyman says, "I'm the boogeyman," and then stuff happens, and then the boogeyman says, "I'm the boogeyman," and then I think he even says it again, "I'm the boogeyman," and then Trump turns to him and says, "Who are you?" And that's the segment. It's so weird where you're just like, "What the fuck? Why did you ask who are?" That's the one thing he's told you.
It's so bizarre. Was that the joke though?
No, there's no joke to it, and he
Oh,
wouldn't do it as a joke. I think he's just meant to be there and react to this guy.
okay.
Unless it's meant to be a joke, but to me it seems like there was other stuff happening and it wasn't meant to be humorous. It was
That
just poorly executed.
sounds all right. I'm gonna go watch that. Um, I actually got to go soon to play Battlegrounds,
Oh, that's right.
so we're gonna have to sign off. But yeah, that's fun. Trump,
Yep.
bad wrestler, couldn't take
Yes.
CNN in a fight.
He took a stunner from Stone Cold, which I respect because he didn't have to. He volunteered, but he did it very poorly.
Oh, you hear it here first.
You can watch a video of it. My dream is that because of that CNN thing, that there's a sometime Mueller will be replaced on Stone Cold's head and give Trump a stunner, and I'll tweet that out.
All right, make that gif.
Well, real life has to happen in order to back that up first.
Fair enough. All right, we're gonna wrap this up. I've been Justin.
I've been Derek.
All right, Original Donkeykast signing off.